Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be previewing the 2025 winter anime season. 2024, I guess, is pretty much over here. You know what I mean? We're getting into the 2025 season, and I'm hearing that this year is going to be absolutely incredible for anime. Okay, I am so excited, and it seems like we're starting off with a bang in winter. So listen, we have an anime podcast, episodes drop every Tuesday. We like talking about the top animes, of each week and what we've been watching. And then also we like to get into some sleepers. We're gonna be talking about what we think are gonna be some sleepers of this season. So we've done this a couple of times and we've actually called some absolutely incredible animes. We of course, talk about the popular ones that everyone knows about. But we found some, little ones that kind of went under the radar, each and every season, and they ended up turning out to be good. This season, Blake beautifully called Yakuza Fiance. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. But I mean, this season looks absolutely incredible. Should we get right in and just say it? Solo Leveling Season 2 is going to be coming out.
Yeah, let's go.
That's what everyone's going to be looking for and anticipating. Listen, I'm going to say this. Solo Leveling kind of, broke my heart a little bit. I lost some trust. The thing that a lot of people don't understand is that when you read manga or manga, and then you are an anime-only watcher, you have two different perspectives of this anime. Like, when you read the manga of Solo Leveling, I can see why people love it. I can see why people, are obsessed with it. I can see why it has a cult following. But, that's because you've, are caught up to the story. You've experienced so much, so many of the amazing arcs, amazing scenes, so many of the sick characters. You know what I mean? So when Season 1 dropped, and it was, so hyped up, it just didn't live up to the hype. Even though I thought Season 1 was solid, I'm like, this isn't the greatest thing I've ever seen, and everyone's talking about how it's the #1 anime to ever premiere ever in the history of anime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, from what I've heard from someone who has read the manga, is that they're like, listen, Solo Leveling really is amazing. Season 1 is solid, but Season 2 onwards is where it got the obsession. It's where it got the cult-like following. It's where it has the arcs and the moments that leave you at the edge of your seat, losing your minds. So that's why I am so excited for Season 2 this anime season, because I'm ready to eat my words, right? I don't think Season 1 was bad. It just didn't live up to that hype for me. You know what I mean? I thought it was good, but I had the little critiques from that way. So I'm really excited to get into what's going to be happening in Season 2. Apparently, it's gonna shatter our minds. And what a way to start 2025 with, than that. That's coming out in January, by the way, guys. And I don't have an exact day. It just says January 2025. Don't know the amount of eps either. I'm going to guess 12.
Yeah, probably 12, just based off of Season 1. But I'm with you. I feel like the first 8 episodes, and one of those, I think it was episode 8 or 9, was a
9.
recap of that.
Yeah.
Episode 9, it was that didn't really feel great as a fan. But, I think we're, that slow start and, the pacing that we kind of had, an issue with, or, a critique. Maybe not an issue. But I think that's out of the way, and, he has come a lot further. He's got more abilities. We're really into the meat of the story now. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I feel like the art will be absolutely popping again, the animation. But yeah, you're exactly right. What a great way to start the year and start the winter season. That's a banger.
Yeah, because we were talking about how, he goes from, literally in episode 1, he's the absolute weakest. There's no one lower than him on the totem pole. Then, he's at last place. He's at the bottom. And then at the end of the season, he's damn near the top. But now, apparently, it seems like there's still a lot of growth that he needs to, overcome. Because, we're getting into, way larger fights, stuff like that. And we're not going to see as, big of gaps of power scaling. You know what I mean? It's going to feel a little bit better. So that's going to be really cool. Apparently the fights are going to be a lot better. The animation should be absolutely sick. So it's going to be really, it's going to be awesome. You know what I mean? Just because, everyone was hyping up that one scene, the Uriah scene. And I'm like, that was one of the things where I'm like, this is what you guys are foaming at the mouth for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the voice actor was like, I'm going to say wakey. And I wish he did. I wish he did, bro.
That would have been so good.
Just wakey. You know what I mean? So some funny moments there. But listen, apparently Solo Leveling is about to just shatter our minds. And I'm all for it. I trust you guys, alright? But you guys said Dan was fucking amazing. And Dan is fucking amazing. I have faith now in the manga and manhwa readers, alright? I believe in you guys again. So, Solo Leveling Season 2, I'm with you. Let's ride. It's going to be a great start to the season. Not only that, we have Sakamoto Days. And apparently that's another one that is apparently going to hit so hard. And I think it's going to have, a better start beginning than Solo Leveling. But Solo Leveling is more of like like a story. You're building up to something. You kind of have your ups and your downs, and then your end goal. Sakamoto Days, from my initial point of view, because like I said, I'm an anime only watcher, is it seems like you have this incredible hitman who kind of retires. Has a family now. It feels very Spy Family to me. You know what I mean? It's going to be like some fun, some action, but a lot of comedy and just funny moments. So I feel like it's going to have a way better beginning where like you don't need the build up. You can see the hype right off the bat. So I'm really really excited for that.
Yeah, Sakamoto Days is sick. I started reading the manga and then I was like, I don't want to spoil this season because it was so close. But
Mm-hmm.
like, I feel like it is kind of similar to Spy Family in the sense that like you get that kind of like behind the scenes. Like he runs like a convenience shop or a convenience store and like tries to have a normal life, but all the shit that goes on behind the
Mm-hmm.
scenes is like really cool. The action is incredible. But you're right. There's a lot of like funny dialogue and stuff. I want to say it's like in the very very beginning, the blonde haired character in the front of the poster, Shin, his like power is mind reading, so you're like constantly getting like people's thoughts and like dialogues, and like he understands what people are all thinking even though they don't say it, and that shit's really really funny.
Well, I didn't know
um
that, and I think it's really funny that I compared to the Spy Family because of Anya.
oh my god, yeah, wow, I totally missed that.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know
there
that
you
because
go.
I didn't look too much into it. Because like my buddy, like he even said he's like, yeah, I don't really watch openings that they'll have throughout the season because they have so many spoilers in them. So I don't really watch the trailers either for the same kind of
Oh,
reason because I don't want to have like the massive spoiler stuff like that. So I actually had no idea, but it's so funny that that's the case. So yeah, it just seems like it's gonna be really good and lighthearted and funny. But apparently, some insane action.
it's really insane. I would say I forget the author's name,
Mm-hmm.
but like you got to think it's so hard to come up with like different fights and like techniques and stuff because so much has already been done, but he's incredibly creative with like his villains and his heroes and like the techniques they use and stuff. Like it still feels like hitmen and assassins, like there's no magic or anything,
Yeah.
but just really really badass. I think it'll be a huge hit.
I can't wait, guys. That's coming out January 11th. Right off the bat. Let's go, okay? Listen, I don't know how many episodes, though, it doesn't say, but I'm going to guess 12 to 24. Obviously, it's going to be 12 or 24, duh. But I think it's going to be, obviously, the default, maybe 12, but it could be one that seems like it could go for 24. You know what I mean?
It's Netflix exclusive, I think, right?
Netflix does like to kind of push for 24 eps. I'm not gonna lie. They did that with Blue Box. You know what I mean? That's a Netflix exclusive. They're kind of greedy like that.
I want to say, and I only know because I seen the spoiler on Instagram or whatever. Like the latest manga chapter was 196, so I think there's like a good bit of content to pull from. So you definitely could do 24 episodes. It's not like you'd be like right up against the manga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to look to see like where it would drop because if it is Netflix exclusive, I'd say it's kind of safer to be like, hey, you know what I mean? Hey, it might be 24, but I'm actually not seeing anything at all. And to be honest, we don't trust Google, guys, because if you watch the anime podcast, the Kaiju News podcast, we have, trusted what Google has said before, and Google has let us down horribly. We thought Dan to Dan had 24 apps. We were told it has 24 apps, and it doesn't. So, absolutely heartbreaking, but yo, that should be an amazing one. January 11th, that drops. So, that's gonna be amazing. That's real soon. I cannot wait for that. That's apparently gonna be really good. And you know what? I trust the people again. I trust them. So I think that this is gonna be a great start with that nice 1-2 punch. But then coming at not number 3, but we're just saying this third. Apothecary Diaries season 2. If you've seen season 1, this anime is so good. The animation is beautiful. I remember at the end of season 1, at the little cutscene at the last episode, it says announced, for confirmed for season 2. I jumped out of my seat when I saw
Oh,
that. I was like, already announced, and you do it in the episode too. You don't have to go looking for it. It's just like, hey, by the way, guys, like, we'll be back. It was such an awesome moment. Listen, this anime can be very, very, very good. Sakamoto Days is supposed to have an amazing start. Solo Leveling Season 2 has a lot of hype coming into it. It's got that fan base, and apparently, it's got that for a reason. I think Apothecary Diaries can really, keep up with those two because not only is the animation just beyond gorgeous, it is stellar, it is exquisite, but the character designs are very, very good. the story seems to be very, very good, and the story seems to just be beginning. There are some things in season 1 that kind of tell us that this can get very chaotic and very interesting. So having season 2, I'm really, really excited for. I think that that's going to be awesome, and I think it's going to do really well, especially if it gets into some of the deeper, more chaotic story and plot lines. So I think it's an anime that a lot of people can enjoy. I think it's a great anime to start with and to get into. If you want to get someone into it, that's going to be awesome, because again, it is so beautiful. It's so easy to watch. Everything, like, dude, you'll see. You'll see. It is just, because you haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen season 1 yet. I'm telling you, you're going to end up coming on the podcast one of these weeks and be like, yo, dude, that animation was something else.
Yes. And I've heard like a lot of good things. Like I know Mao Mao was like a super popular character. So you got to think like there's a lot of good stuff. And from what I've seen, like the coloring and animation really looks good, even though I don't know what it's about. Like I was saying, I do kind of want to watch season 1 to gear up for this. Plus having time off at the holidays, I think I'll be able to squeak a couple in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, like, the thing about Mao Mao is Mao Mao doesn't give a fuck. Mao Mao kind of, like, works,
Oh yeah.
kind of, like, under the shogunate. Like she works with, like, the concubines and stuff. So, like, you know, it's very, like, you strict. If you mess up, you're getting executed. And here's just Mao Mao, this is foul mouth, I don't give a shit kind of person, but who's also very intelligent. So she's one of the people that is, like, so useful you can't do anything to her, but because of that, she kind of, like, does things that only she can get away with. You know what I mean? So she's a character that's very easy to love because she's very funny, and you have to love her interactions. Like I said, it's a very easy anime to love, and it comes out January 10th. So, I mean, Apothecary Diaries Season 2 comes back the very next day. I mean, Sakamoto Days. I mean, dude, that's a great 2 days right there. Amazing. I actually kind of want to look. January 10th is going to be... Oh, that's a Friday, Saturday 1-2 punch. That's going to be nice.
Love it.
That's going to be something to look forward to. Also, guys,
Perfect.
Dr. Stone is coming out with a new season. Dr. Stone is back. Yes, I mean, this is something I've been kind of waiting for. This is something where, apparently, again, Dr. Stone's an anime that's, like, really good for people to kind of get into. If you haven't seen it, you should. It is a really good anime. It's really fascinating. And it's, like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of, like, a newer version of Bill Nye the Science Guy. Pretty much. The world gets petrified. You know, it gets covered in stone. Everyone's frozen still. And thousands of years go by. So, of course, the entire world changes. Everything changes. There's, like, no buildings anymore. There's no technology. It's kind of back to where humans didn't touch it at all. And, you know, our insanely brilliant MC gets freed. And the entire time he was counting, by the way. This dude just starts counting and counting and counting. He woke up, right? And he wrote on a tree the day and time. That's, like, how fucking smart this guy is thousands of years later. So he uses science to, you know, free some of the other people. He ends up experimenting, kind of do stuff like that, and he ends up trying to bring civilization back. He starts ramping technology back up, and it's very, very cool. In my opinion, like, this is very, like, an awesome anime. You learn a lot. It is educational, but it's also, like, so intriguing and fun. A lot of really good interactions between the characters, and in my opinion, like, the more it goes on, the more the pacing kind of gets out of hand, because, you know, he does some pretty crazy stuff, but the overall, like, plot line of like, what's been going on is we're getting more into it, which is going to make it way more fascinating, because, like, how did that happen? You know, someone petrified the world. Someone did that. So I feel like now, especially with this season, we're going to get way more into who's behind everything. And that is going to make this anime just mind-numbingly insane. It is going to be incredible. They do a really good job with storytelling. Again, the animation's solid. And I feel like it's a great anime for either getting someone into anime, or if you need something new to watch. Like, I'm telling you, you're going to love this. So that's another anime you haven't seen, but, like, you gotta watch it, dude. This season's gonna punish you, because, like, there's some great animes coming back. Like, Apothecary Diaries and Dr. Stone, those are two good ones.
Heck yeah. I know. I'm already starting to feel that with ReZero. There's, like, too much to, like, catch up right now, but
Dude, ReZero,
I feel like I'm missing out, dude.
You are. You feel that way,
Yeah.
you are, bro.
Because you are, yeah.
ReZero is also incredible. You know, it's very, very good. I absolutely love ReZero, dude. I binged that. That's how I binged, like, the first 2 seasons, like, ages ago. So I was beyond hype for season 3, and it's been delivering. It's absolutely incredible. But let's keep her going. So we do have the Fate Strange Fake series. It seems like it is going to be not a movie, but an actual series. So this is something we were talking about. You are more of the expert here when it comes to Fate. You've seen way more of it, know way more about it. From my point of view, it seems like it's gonna be like hit or miss because like I try to get into it. It seems so good. It seems like it has an awesome story. It seems like great animation. Whenever I talk to people, like, hey man, like, should I watch this? I'm always told watch this, this, and that. Don't watch this. Don't watch that. You know what I mean? Because it's either gonna be godly or goddamn, this is dog shit. You know what I mean? So what are you thinking about
Yeah,
this one?
I actually don't really know anything about it, but I do know like the Fate Strange Fake like
Mm-hmm.
series name. And it was like decently well received from what I read, like on Reddit and Instagram and stuff. Not that that's always like the best,
Yeah.
gauge, but at least it's a place to start. So it seems like promising. The last series I watched, I want to say it was like 30 some episodes, Babylon, and it took forever to kind of like pick up and like get going. And I wasn't like a huge fan of MASH and the MC. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just tough because it's easy to compare to like different series, like Saber and Kiritsugu and even Emiya and Archer. Like they've had better like main casts, but then like some of the other characters were really good, and it ended up being like a really good series. And maybe like the last 10 episodes were phenomenal. I really
Mm-hmm.
liked it. It kind of made it kind of made the slow grind in the beginning feel worth it. I'm gonna assume this is probably 12 episodes, but it's tough to know. You know
You
what I
guys
mean? They're
be
usually like
12? I think whenever I've
it
seen a
doesn't
Fate
say.
series, it's always been like 24 plus. Like they're always pretty
They're
long.
always they're always longer. The animation does look really good. I'm watching the teaser,
Mm-hmm.
so like hopefully they put a good amount of time into it. Because you're exactly right. Like sometimes they'll release like a movie or a series, and it just didn't really have that much like action or detail or like kind
Mm-hmm.
of love on it. And then sometimes Fate puts stuff out that's like straight masterpiece quality.
Yeah, there's been
But it
some of the series that like have blown me away where I binge it in a day and I'm like I didn't know it hits like this. Like I was completely blown away. Like why are people like gatekeeping this? Because like Fate seems like kind of gatekeeped in a way because of that. Because it is like pretty complicated. It's tough to explain to like newer people. You have to then tell like, oh, here's what you watch, here's what you don't watch, and here's why. You know what I mean? It kind of seems like a headache
yeah.
to explain to a norm, like to a casual. You know what I mean? But like if you know type stuff. So I'm really excited to see if this is going to be amazing. It comes out December 31st, guys. So it's going to be sooner than later,
Ooh.
and that's a Tuesday. We like good animes, hopefully good animes, on like off days because they're just like you know what I mean. Like a Tuesday, you never really have a good anime there. Like that's like it's gonna be something to look forward to. You know what I mean? Usually it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's just jam packed. It's nice when it's like spread out a little bit.
Absolutely. It's been so nice this season having Dandadan and Blue Box on Thursday
Yeah,
too.
Yakuza
Which
Fiance on Monday. You know what I mean? It's spread out a
yes,
little
yeah.
bit. We got stuff to look forward to. You know.
Very good. That's a nice little bonus for sure.
And what's crazy about that is because I don't want to like put salt in the wounds, but like ReZero on Wednesday. You know what I mean? It's just been Tuesday that we've been missing something. You know what I mean? This season Tuesday was the only thing that's like kind of like bare. So it's gonna be cool to have Fate come out on Tuesday. I guess you should check it out. This is gonna be like our gambler's pick. You know what I mean? It could hit, it
Yeah.
could miss. It's gonna be very one-sided.
I see the Gilgamesh voice actor listed here. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if he's in this series or not, but if it has Gilgamesh, I will be there. Big fan.
I think
Dude is so
everyone will
good.
be, man. Dude, like
Heck
he's
yeah.
insane. Like two animes that we're gonna quickly mention because I don't think. Because like here's the thing, you have the 100 girlfriends who really I think love me. It cuts off. But like that's coming out season 2. They just dropped season 1. This seems degenerate as hell, but I know a lot of people absolutely loved it. Apparently, everyone said this dude's an absolute Chad, and he's absolutely incredible. So yo, if you're looking forward to that, man, like here's season 2, bro. It came out early. To be fair, like season 1 like just came out. I've seen a bunch of clips from this anime, and it does seem like kind of like funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie. There's probably like a part of it that's also like really good, but yeah, the whole like aspect of it, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just not for me. But I can see
It's
why other
hard.
people like it.
Like hard to like convince to like watch a harem anime just because it's like
Yeah.
usually like the same plot lines or whatever.
Hmm.
But you get a good MC, like you're saying he's a Chad. I don't know. That shit is so funny to me. Or like
That's probably what it
girlfriend
is.
girl girlfriend dude's just dating like a bunch of women and like I don't know. He's like a
See,
total goofball. It's
that's
like
the
super
problem.
funny.
I turned girlfriend off. I was like the first couple. I was like, I can't do this. So they got their fan bases. There's nothing wrong with that. You gotta know what you like and what you don't like. So there's a lot of people that love this. It's coming out January 12th. If you love it, good for you. Fucking watch it and enjoy the hell out
Hell
of
yeah.
it, okay? Alright? You fucking enjoy this, alright? Fucking January 12th, that's coming out. Season 2 already, like I said, Season 1 seems like it just dropped. My Happy Marriage Season 2 is coming out as well. That is on January 6th. That is a Netflix exclusive, I believe. I saw Season 1. Pretty good. Pretty good. It wasn't bad. Like, I watched it, and there was a lot of parts that I thought was very intriguing, and I really liked. That's gonna be really cool. I cannot wait for Season 2. You know, January 6th, please tell me that's a weird day as well, because that's gonna be even perfect. A Monday. That's how you know I'm gonna watch it, because, you know, when you have crowded days, it's really hard to watch something that, you know what I mean? Because there's, like, so many, like heavy hitters. But when you have, like, an off day like that, you know, it's really easy to be like, yeah, like, what else am I gonna watch? Like, I'll watch it. So I'm probably definitely gonna watch My Happy Marriage Season 2. Season 1, you know, did have its, like, moments. It was pretty sick. And, yo, that scene with the fire, like, if you know, you know, that was pretty fucking badass, okay? I'm just gonna say, it had its fight scenes. But, is there any other, like big titles? Is there anything else you want to do before we go into our sleepers here? Because I got 2 sleepers, boys. I got two.
If you scroll all the way to the bottom,
Oh,
like the
jeez.
very, very bottom,
That's not a place you want to be.
it's not that bad, I promise.
Okay. I
Um,
got you.
the Kaiju movie, it's Kaiju number 8 movie is March 28th. Is that still winter season? That would be like the very end of it.
Oh my god, no, that is the winter season.
Okay, so never mind. It's literally like a compilation summary of season 1, and then like a special episode of Hoshina's Day Off. How can you even call that a movie then?
Yeah, that's fucked.
I just
Alright.
trolled you super hard. Sorry, bro. Go to the bottom, I swear. Actually, yeah, just kidding.
Yeah,
So
fuck. Now I'm a little heartbroken here. Alright, you got anything else, Blake? Any other big names before we go to the sleepers, bro?
yeah, you know, no movies.
Anything else you want to surprise us with?
Yeah. No, actually. I feel like this will be a good season for some sleepers because yeah, we went over the few like super big names that there are.
I mean,
Yeah, nothing crazy big.
2 I have my eyes on is the first one. Where is it? Is okay. I'm gonna butcher this, guys. I do apologize. Medaka Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms, dude. I don't do names. I can't. It's just
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. You know, like I got to get better with that. But this actually seems really kind of interesting. So it is a comedy romance. So I actually saw clips of this like ages ago. You know, of course, somehow someone gets leaks or something, and they're able to just post clips on like YouTube Shorts. Don't know how, but this was seriously months ago. It actually seemed really kind of cute and wholesome. So the girl's like super popular. Everyone just absolutely like falls head over heels in love with her. Like the guys, the girls, everyone's just obsessed with her. She's our angel, our queen, our goddess. You know what I mean? And she's like, oh my god, yay, I love it. But like one guy just doesn't give a shit, and of course that makes her want to, you know, seduce the guy. You know, you have to fall. Why aren't you in love with me? Why aren't you obsessed with me? You know, like what's going on here? So of course she tries to then try to get him to fall in love with her. In the process, she ends up kind of falling in love with him. It's not that he is like doesn't care about her. It's just that he's just really socially awkward. So you have this really socially awkward dude who just doesn't know how to react. And now he has this girl kind of like messing with him. It's kind of like, I don't know. You can see how it's going to be really kind of funny and comedic because like a lot of the scenes or a lot of the clips I saw just were pretty hilarious. But it kind of feels like Kaguya-sama Love is War. How like you're kind of playing this game competing of like, oh, I gotta get them to fall for me first. Not that he's trying to like get her to fall for him, but like just his quirkish weird charms just ends up kind of working for him, you know what I mean? His just so socially awkwardness. So I think it's gonna be like a funny anime. I think it's gonna be kind of cute and wholesome. I think it could be pretty solid. It seems like it's gonna be good. Like I said, the clips that I've seen from the YouTube shorts, it seemed like it was going to be promising. So, January 2025 is coming out. Not a specific day. Don't know how many episodes. But I think that's going to be pretty good. My number 2, boys. And again, guess where I found this one? YouTube Shorts. There we go. Don't know where you guys are getting these clips.
Hey.
But, like, you got some source. I'll tell you that much. You got some source. It is Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. Now, this kind of seems kind of interesting. So, this guy, well, first of all, this is coming out January 10th as well. 2025. Obviously 2025. I haven't been saying the year the whole time. Yeah, no shit, bud. But don't know how many episodes there is. So pretty much our MC just loves to sleep. Guy's obsessed with it. It's his favorite hobby. Don't blame him. Sleep is kind of cool. But anytime he falls asleep, he goes to this like magical dream realm. You know what I mean? Where he just hangs out. It's kind of like a fantasy world. Well, one time when he's sleeping and he's in this fantasy realm, he meets this elf and they go on an adventure. And it's kind of cut short because the dragon I think kills them. The only problem is when he wakes up, that elf is in bed next to him. So she's like in his world now. So it's kind of like a reverse isekai where instead of going into some video game fantasy world, he's bringing someone back with him, like by accident. So the scenes that I've seen, it just seems like super cute. It's comedy and supernatural. So it just I don't know. It just seemed pretty cute. She's like being like, what the hell's this world? And she's like fascinated by like, the littlest things, and he just shows her around. They become like I don't know, close, great friends. And yeah, it just seemed like one of those like pretty cute, wholesome animes, and I thought it'd be like a cool twist. That's kind of like a reverse isekai. You know what I mean? Instead of like falling asleep and going to an actual isekai world and being stuck there, or getting hit by a truck. Truck Kun still is undefeated. But I guess he took the day off today. I don't know what happened with this anime, but bro didn't show up to work. But he goes in this world and then bringing someone back with you. I feel like that's kind of like a cool POV. So I think that this is going to be pretty interesting. Those are my two kind of sleepers. And again, guys, are sleepers. So could they be good? Yes. Could they be shit? Yes. So just keep an eye on for that. That is going to be, again, January 10th. So I'm really excited to that. I think that's going to be a nice pairing with the Apothecary Diaries Season 2. So those are my two. Is there anything that stood out to you?
I'm actually looking forward to that last one you mentioned, Miss Elf. It seems like a really cool premise. You're right.
Yeah.
Imagine like you bring somebody back from a dream, and then you're like, hey, listen, we got to go to work, we got to pay taxes. Let me tell you about the grocery store. It's just like, I don't know. That seems pretty funny. I'll definitely be checking into that one. I don't really have like high hopes or like big expectations for this anime, but it's been a while since I watched like a music anime. Like
Okay.
Bocchi the Rock was really sick, but they're doing another Bang Dream. It's just like literally cute high school anime girls making music.
What is it
Could
called?
be terrible. Bang Dream. Like I don't play. I guess there's like mobile games or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the premise of like this group or anything like that. Because it just kind of like follows different groups in that franchise, I guess.
Gotcha.
But it would be cool to get like, another like music based anime. Like I've enjoyed a couple of them, so that would be cool if that did well. I don't know, kind of a fire poster there. But like their last, I think their last series in the franchise got like a season 2, so I guess it's decent. I don't know. I'll check it out. Watch it for a couple weeks if it's good.
It seems like it could have some interesting animation. The animation seems like it'd be pretty cool. And it seems
like
idol based, like from the behind the poster, like the way that they're like coming out from the curtains, and like there's it seems like a stadium kind of view. It kind of seems like it could be like idol based, so like that could be really cool as well. And then that's gonna be dropping, guys, January 2nd. So I mean, again, another one that we're gonna be pretty soon, and that's going to be a Thursday kind of anime. So who knows? If you got nothing else to watch, it's definitely something. You might check out the first 1 or 2 episodes. Give it the 3 episode rule. You know what I mean? Check out the first 3 episodes, see how it's gonna be.
True.
I'm definitely interested to see how that's gonna come out because dude, I'm down for like an idol anime. I'm gonna say it. Oshinoko, I'm not really able to see. I saw season 1. Like that seems pretty cool. I'm not like into idols. Like I don't like know a whole bunch of them. You know what I mean? But like getting a taste of it from that anime seems pretty cool. So if this is based off of like idols, I'm like, all right, yo, give me like a sane idol anime, and I can check out. You know what I mean? And this could be that. So yeah, here we go. Definitely some solid sleepers here, and yeah, music animes. To be fair, like if they hit, they've really really hit. I mean, like there's some phenomenal ones.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just been a while since I've watched one. I won't say like since there's been a good one, because like there might have been better ones. Like I was saying, Bang Dream's other series got a season 2. So yeah, it would be cool. I feel like Oshinoko kind of was like a different side of that and like a separate story, but like they're not like real deep or like super complex or anything. So it's just like a nice solid watch. You know what I mean? A Thursday. Quick,
And
quick pop.
the thing about like music animes is that they're so slept on and so niche. And that's why it could be like so far at the bottom and be a true sleeper, because like you brought up like those, but like there's some other great ones where like Bocchi the Rock like is not the only music anime. You also have Sounds of Life, Sound Euphorium. Those are two amazing music animes. Like there's a bunch that are just criminally slept on and just kind of like low key. So yeah, I'm definitely down to check it out. And who knows, this could be like a really solid one. So if you are into music animes, this could be one to keep an eye out and to look out for. And listen, again, we got an anime podcast. Episode drops every Tuesday. We are going to check this out and probably talk about it. So if you do not want to watch it, just check out the anime podcast and see what we tell you. We might be like, hey man, it's not worth it, and you don't have to. Or we can be like, yo, listen, you're onto something. But you cooked with Yakuza Fiance, and if you cook with this, then you're like, okay, I may watch it. It's not as much of a gamble. It's not as much of a risk, you know what I mean? We'll do the risk for you. We'll take the bullet for you, just in case it is bad, alright? We'll suffer for you, don't you worry. But hey, guys, listen. The winter season does seem amazing. It does seem like a great start to the year. And you know what? It might not be the most jam-packed, because a lot of these are extended seasons. Dr. Stone, the Apothecary Diaries, and the problem is, Solo Leveling, and the problem is when you have a lot of animes that are adding continuous seasons, and it's not just like a premiere, is that you might not have people that are as interested to watch them, because if you want to watch Dr. Stone, you have to watch, 2-3 seasons before you are able to catch up. Apothecary Diaries and Solo Leveling, you still have to watch the season before that. You know what I mean? Apothecary Diaries, I think it was like 29 eps too. I think it was like a longer season. Season 1.
Oh, word, okay.
It's not like, you can just catch up and watch it. So, like, when you have a season like this that doesn't have really that many premieres and it's more continuations, first of all, it's amazing if you're already caught up with all these animes, because it's like, yes, we are eating good. But for everybody else, it's a bit tougher. So, listen, we did just have we are having an amazing fall season. So if you want to catch up on some of these premieres that we are experiencing right now, because you didn't have time to right now, the winter season is a great time to do that too. Because you might not want to catch up on some of these animes. You might want to just watch 12 episodes and just be done with it. So there's plenty to enjoy in the winter season, whether it's the new stuff going to be coming out or it's the stuff that we're having right now that you can just catch up on and watch and check out. But I think that is it. Is there anything you want to add before we're done here?
No, I think it's going to be a good season, though. I think it's easy to compare it to, like, Peaktober, but I think we're going to eat in the winter, and I'm extremely excited for Sakamoto Days. I think that'll be awesome.
Yo, after Dan, Dan put, like, such faith in me back into manga readers. Like, I worship you guys. You guys said Dan is the greatest, and I'm like, Dan seems kind of weird off of, like, an initial view. No, dude, it's like one of my favorites. I can't get enough of it. I was literally up to 3 a.m. last night watching it because, like, it just, like, I needed to. It came out. I need to watch it, you know what I mean? So, listen, I absolutely believe in you guys. You guys say Sakamoto Days is great. It's great. So, I cannot wait. The winter season is going to be awesome. And again, if you're not going to watch a bunch of these animes because they're continuing with seasons and you don't necessarily want to catch up, there's still plenty from the fall season that you can get your hands on that are going to be just 12 episodes and are also just going to be amazing anime. So we are set. I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing year for 2025 for anime. So I hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys enjoyed and you guys are excited. That is it. Peace.